Trent was on fucking Bachelorette. You can be on Survivor.
Yeah, I mean, Trent wasn't the Bachelor.
Not to say that you can't be, right? Not to say
I didn't want to be
real Survivor.
I'll tell you what, I didn't ask for it. That's why I didn't get it.
Tommy, congratulations.
On the head?
No, definitely not the head. The champion of Surviving Barstool.
Thank you.
Last night's winner.
Cheers, Tommy. Really
10K
happy.
to Tommy.
Thank you.
All the drinks are on him today. Your dream came true, bro.
Nobody paid for a drink tonight. Yeah, no, it was awesome. The game started 2 Friday night fights ago, for being honest. We were all sitting here,
that's right.
pre-game, that's when I kind of started making sure people weren't thinking of me as a target.
And you laid that out thick, because you remember, and also what you got mad at me about this morning was just a repeating of one of yours. Like, you were here being like, well, I know no one's going to let me achieve my dream.
Yeah,
Well, that was part of the game.
Well, I understand that, but it was also like...
Tommy's been playing the game for like 6 months.
I've been playing the game since the second I knew it was announced. I was going around, people like Kelly's, should I watch a season of Survivor? Nah, it's not gonna be that.
You know what an idol is?
I didn't want anyone else knowing what the game was, and I didn't want anyone else thinking I was a threat, because I knew, and if it was a different cast, it could have been different, but I looked at the cards I was dealt, and I played my hand.
Yeah, I feel like you played down to your competition well. It's like you didn't...
Yeah, I would never play that way in Real Survivor.
Right.
Like, you can't,
anybody who shows they have an idol is gonna get forced to use an idol, pretty much, right?
Yes, right.
So, nobody ever is like, I have the idol, and then you...
If they knew the show, they would have
insane.
split votes on me and Za. I would have had to play.
Right.
But I felt confident enough when I talked to everyone beforehand,
they were
I do feel like I had a good read on people. It was like, this person's not lying.
Well, I also think what's interesting, and it won't happen again, I don't think. I think like day 1, people were like making a video for work, and day 2,
I
it
was
like
never making a video for
but
work.
I think I think
I didn't
some
care if there were
people-
cameras or not.
Right. I think people got serious a little late, you know? Like, not that they weren't taking it serious, but like, I think everyone voted for Dave because it was just like, get rid of the fucking Chicago guy, you know, when it should have been like, well, wait a minute, you know? So I think...
I've never watched an episode of Survivor.
Yeah,
everybody would love it. Literally everybody.
Honestly, once I got a taste of it, dude, I'm
You
fucking
definitely like it.
hooked. Yeah. But it's kind of like sports in a way. Like, it's got to cut
Every
through.
time I watched it on CBS, it was like some dude that looked all sandy. He was sitting on a rock, and like it was the
Do they
intro.
make you? Do they feed you?
I was just like, it's not in
On
for me.
Survivor?
Yeah.
You get like rice and beans, and then if you win, rewards. But people get emaciated.
Skinny.
By the end of the game, they lose like 30, 40 pounds.
Right.
Really?
You guys
Like
like
30
yeah.
We should do that.
Imagine that. You guys as a duo
No,
in
they
Survivor.
don't get
You guys should do Naked and Afraid. You know that? They just set you out in the
No,
desert.
they should not. He'd be naked.
I mean, we are now like a reality TV company. Basically, we can do
anything's
our
on
own.
the table. Anything's on the table.
That's really that's a great
You
thing.
know what was the toughest part about watching everybody go through the game was, like, so we was doing breakfast, and 2 days Za was like beat the shit.
Oh,
like
absolutely.
you tell you
Everyone's
in the
doing
shower,
their full-time job.
his hair, everything. He was all. I was like,
was
man,
mad.
he was cranky.
Yeah.
He's a cranky little fuck anyway, but he's like extra cranky.
Yeah.
And then one day I walked in, he looked like he stepped out of the salon. I was like, he got cancer. he was like, so you
I do
got
think there was an air of relief when he
right,
left.
but
so-
everybody on the outside, you kind of had to like keep your mouth shut, like.
Yeah, for sure.
I was
stunned.
surprised things didn't get spoiled.
So
Yeah.
I think White Sox Dave might have slipped a couple times on radio, but other
Did
than
he?
that,
He I do believe the 2-2-1 vote was. I think we did not find that out till pretty late.
Yeah, no, that was, because in my head, and you asked me about it.
When I asked you guys, I had no idea.
I was like,
but
well, Real Survivor, like if that was the case, they would have had to do the revote on Friday.
Right,
because
before
the only time
you
there was
see
a tie
it,
in
I
Survivor, like
think.
you got to do it before, because you're not influenced by what you see on the show.
But I kind of like that she like.
Right, well, this is a completely different show.
Why do we keep talking about this Survivor?
I
everyone's talking about? I don't know what you
But
mean.
yeah, so I like in my head, I was like, well, there's no way that happened.
Yeah, you
and
were
then it
so
just
confident.
did.
You were like that didn't happen.
Is there anybody you hated during the whole process? Like I've grown a new hate for somebody.
No. I mean, I could see if like people in the game, like, I mean, to me it's a game. Like knowing the show, like it was always a game. Like people vote me out, I wasn't gonna hold a grudge, and I hope people don't hold a grudge.
Well, it's like
against
one of
me.
those games where you call everyone dumb.
Yeah, I mean, but I did that. I never was an asshole to people's face during the game. I was never like, you're an idiot, I'm gonna vote you out tonight.
But- and
I played it
also-
up for the cameras because I'm trying to get on Real Survivor, and I wanted to play that villain edit role.
Tommy, you couldn't last 4 days in an office.
Yeah, so I
How
feel.
you gonna do 38?
You want to talk about emaciated? I saw Tommy walking around on the 4th day. It looked like he was on day 30 of
It
actual
was
Survivor.
but
He
think
was
about
like
fresh
sick.
air and
Lips.
water if I'm on a beach, you know?
Yeah.
And maybe I wouldn't have a
There was a whole
sinus infection.
segment about how your lips were like
Yeah, I don't
they're
know what happened.
decaying.
They turned
Yeah.
blue.
I know.
I do.
Oh,
I
that was-
leave that week feeling more confident in my Survivor gameplay and less confident in my survival ability.
Yes.
Yeah.
yes.
Like literally surviving on an island.
So I had an idea after Nick got Venmo'd like a motherfucker from Team Nick. So I want to now just do like an original game show. Like we just come up with our own one.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, if people are that inclined to Venmo any money, if we could somehow along the way, you have all the viewers continually Venmo to build a pot.
Ooh.
Oh wow.
And so Tommy has a good night, like he does the Idol thing or whatever this new game show is. And Team Tommy's like, that was fucking awesome. Like, I'm gonna donate $1, $5, $10, whatever, because I want the pot for him to potentially be big.
And then the winner of the show gets all the pots.
Yes, and then there's like a lottery ticket for one person in the audience to get like half or 25K or whatever. So you donate to the show, but you also enter in the running to win like 10K. And if the show's fucking huge and people get into it, the pot could be fucking enormous.
That's brilliant.
That's a good idea.
The only question is what is the game?
Yeah. So then that's the prize, and I do like.
So if
Catch
Tommy
the
got voted
pickle in
off,
the shower.
let's
How
say
about
Tommy
that?
was the second person voted off. He has to give his entire pot.
I think it might just be
rolls over.
one pot almost, where it's just like if someone in the team in the show that might work too.
Like a
Because
continuous
then, like if you get to certain milestones, then you get certain rewards.
Well, then you're going to want to
And then
vote
that's
people
why-
off who have the biggest pots.
Right. 'Cause
Right.
Then,
So
and you have
then-
to
so
choose
you-
who you give it to.
But then,
Right.
but then, if you want to win the biggest pot, you don't want to be voting. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
it
you
will
want
be-
people, you want to play well, but then if you play too well, you have the biggest pot, and then
Exactly.
that makes you a target.
So it's each individual. I thought you
And
meant
then-
like
so-
just
well,
one
that's
big
what I was
pot,
thinking.
and like the more people get into it, the more they donate.
So that's what I was thinking. I think that could work too. But if it's like Tommy did something good, I want to donate to Team Tommy. But then if Tommy gets voted out, he's got to put all his money into like the bank or
Nick
something.
or
It's like
Yeah.
LCR.
Interesting.
Yeah, I mean,
A
I
real life
LCR.
and then you're basically fucking
The dice
someone
game.
over. Like you should
know.
choose whose pot
Too
it's
much
going
to explain here.
Yeah.
So
right.
if I want to fuck Nick
That
over,
next person's getting
I
voted
put
out.
it in him,
Yes.
and everyone's like, well, now
and then
I want Nick's
fucking
pot.
White Sox Dave walks away with like
Why don't
250K.
you a millionaire?
Yeah, right.
You'll never see him again.
What I liked about Surviving Barstool or any other shows that are similar is the idea, you got to do well, but then the jury, you can't.
Right.
You can fuck people over, but then you get fucked over in the end. It kind of reverses, So if there's something
Yeah.
like that where the money flips, but now that I saw like how many, I'm addicted to like I never watched it either. Now I want to go watch like every season.
It is.
I'm
Being in
gonna
it, I
go
was
back
like,
just
this is
because
sick.
Tommy won. I was like, if he can win, I can win.
It is season 28 on Netflix. Everyone check out my watch guide. But if you want to be hooked by one season, I would start. Like it's just a great game. Like it is like
good, like,
truly the
mental-
greatest human
Yeah.
social. It's a social game more
Do
than
the contestants hook up with each other?
Yeah, sometimes.
Like just
one of the
fucking on
most
the
famous
beach?
married couples ever from the show. Well, not ever. Like
In humanity.
In Tommy's world, that was
Yeah.
true.
Tommy's world, that's absolutely
But yeah,
true.
that there was a live proposal at a reunion show.
Oh,
like
really?
it's just a great game of like human interaction, and I think obviously playing it here with the characters we have adds a new level to it. But you could play the game with random people from anywhere. and I
Right,
think
it works. Yeah.
I mean, Smokes, you have a shot. Clint. When Trent was on fucking Bachelorette, you can be on Survivor.
Yeah, I mean, Trent wasn't the Bachelor.
Not to say that you can't be, right? Not to say
I didn't want to be
real Survivor.
I'll tell you what, I didn't ask for it. That's why I didn't get it. I
Eat
just
some
saying,
fucking
like,
gummies
I
and
want-
get in there.
I want to be the luggage guy.
that
That's
was
what I wanted to
awesome,
be.
but I'm saying like it would be an equivalent of me being like testing out a challenge in Survivor.
Yes.
Like you weren't
Yeah.
a contestant on the Bachelorette.
Right.
But you was on
But
set,
it was
though.
awesome.
Yes, I
Yeah.
was. Yeah.
Yeah, man, I got
Who-
the
Trent,
chance
I
to do
love
all
you.
this reality
You're
shows.
my loved one.
You're my loved one. I feel like I was part of the victory last night.
We had a couple other ideas. We had one called Playing Straight. Do you remember that one? You were pretty fucked up with it. Yeah.
Is that a running joke?
Yeah. So Playing Straight was like you have 5 gay guys, 5 straight guys, and the gay guys act like they're straight, and then the girls have to pick who's gay and who's straight.
What a fucking show!
Yeah.
I am in.
You can't tell Patty's gay
I was
if he
gonna say,
drinks.
guess who
Right.
fucking gets picked gay before Pat does?
There's a lot of guys here. The girls might go 0 for 5 on both. You know what I mean?
That is a show. I
Right.
host it.
Yeah, right. Imagine. And then we did for Money or Love, where you go on the show and you have to decide in the beginning: do you want a cash prize or are you here for love? and then you almost have to you vote there's a guy or a girl who picks people based on I think you're here for money, you're out, you're here for love, you stay. But then when you get to the end, you have to pick whatever you picked in the beginning. So if you actually fell in love, it's you can't do it, whatever it was. But there's something between money, gay guys, straight guys, money, love.
You gotta kiss?
Wait, these are all ideas from last night.
You gotta kiss.
Yeah.
You gotta kiss.
You gotta kiss each other.
Yeah.
You gotta
Off
just fuck
camera,
on
though.
camera. You'll get $100. You get $1 million if you just blow this guy right here on camera.
Man, that's a hard
Prove
sell.
it.
John, would you do
Depends who you're talking
Surviving
to.
Barstool? I saw your name getting thrown around.
I don't know why my name's getting thrown around so much. I think it's because I just live like a piece of shit anyway.
I'll take one too.
Sandy
I'll
got
take one
it.
too.
Finest.
Like
The
when
breakfast
everyone-
guys are all.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's get this game going.
When everyone was saying that, like I only slept an hour last night, I only slept 2 hours last night, I would just sleep for 7 hours.
Yeah.
And that wouldn't be hard for me at all.
Would you want the-
And I don't eat healthy,
blast.
and
Yeah.
I would do pretty
do that.
good on it, I think. But
Just in case you wanna use
I don't know how entertaining I would be.
Yeah.
I
It
don't
all
know.
depends
I think
on
I'd be bad at
who you're
I think I
against.
would be too. I
Yeah.
think.
Like it's impossible to predict. Oh, I'd be good at it. Like it depends who's on your.
Hey,
truck or,
bartender,
like,
what
who's
the
in your
fuck?
group.
You leaving us dry over here.
But things that you were thinking of,
Trent, can you get us some beers?
Oh,
Casey's
sorry,
working.
sorry.
Do something.
What do you want?
He's not used to it.
I think you need to. It's you need real wild cards. You need the White Sox days.
I mean,
of
if
the
you
world
did
involved.
Rico Bosco and Jeff Nadeau, would that's
Nate,
it. Just
hello.
cover-
Really, I feel like
Nate
I'm
and Smitty.
You just
You
know
know-
exactly what you're gonna
Yeah.
do.
You know what's gonna
You're
happen?
you're pretty chill.
Thank you.
Dave's gonna see the success of this, and he's gonna go, okay. Let me reach into my bag and pull out some of the OG rivalries. It's gonna be a Nate Smitty.
Yep.
It's gonna be a
Jeff
maybe
Nadeau,
Rico and Rico.
That was. I mean, I said that to all you guys the night that we wrapped. It was someone's gonna win, someone's gonna lose, but you guys just did something that's fucking amazing, and just know when season 2 comes along for 10 times the prize, that's just how it goes.
All right, you're already laughing at one of the best clips of our shows. Now it's time for you to watch the full episode. So click here, subscribe to the full KFC Radio show. You can watch
right there.
entire episodes right here. You want more clips? Click here. Subscribe to both of them. Full
Hit the button
clip.
too. Hit the bell.
Hit the bell and the button, and then the comment below,
Leave comments. Who else you think we should interview?
and how I'm funnier than John.
Maybe.